Hey there, and welcome to my first story time. Today, the topic is going to be about driving. I've currently driven a vehicle twice, like an actual vehicle that you would take on the road. My second story is going to be about a go-kart incident that I had. So, I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to see my videos and get more story times and a lot more ASMR shit. Have a great rest of your day and enjoy the video. Okay, so story 1. I was around 13 and my dad decided to let me drive his truck around the block. Now, I didn't have any driving experience except for Mario Kart, and that was pretty much it. And maybe like a few Andretti's like Go-Kart stuff, which I had only done like once. But of course, when you're younger, you would have to be in the passenger side with an adult driving, so I had never driven a go-kart really before. So he sets me in the driver's side, and he starts telling me about the joystick and how to turn, brake, and the go pedal. I'm sitting there trying to process everything that he's telling me, and then he starts telling me to go. I do decently at driving forward. I'm just struggling keeping my foot still. So we're just going and constantly. But then I would slam the brakes, which would have my dad almost slam his head on the dashboard, along with me almost hitting my head on the steering wheel. But then after like a good 5 minutes after doing one little turn, I get over to the next turn, and there's a house right there that has a drainage ditch right there and a mailbox. Now I stop at the stop sign. I'm preparing myself for this turn. I start hitting the gas pedal. I kind of get my head stuck in the clouds for a good 2 seconds. Then my dad notices that we're just still turning, and so we're literally in the ditch, and he finally snapped me back into reality, and I had slammed my foot on the brake. We were a good 3 centimeters away from this person's mailbox. You don't know how traumatized I was for that. And so my dad had instantly put it in like reverse since we were in on the brake, since had my foot on the brake. Well, first he had put it into park. He started talking to me. Then he showed me how to go backwards and reverse. So once we did that, I instantly got out of the front seat and made him drive the rest of the way. I did not finish that day. I was too horrified to finish at all. So, yeah. Okay, so we were going to a mini golf place that so happened to have a go-kart racing track at the side of it. And so after we all got done mini golfing, Me, my sister, dad, uncle, cousin, and I think a few other people in my family waited in line for it. Like, there was no one in line too. So we got up in line, we got up to the beginning, and they're like, alright, you guys want to ride? And we're like, yeah, duh. And so we had to watch a video telling us all about it and how to work the go-karts and everything. And it was basically Mario Kart. Because there were like little power-ups in like the ground and whatnot. And so we all got ready. We all got in our go-karts. I had to be the first one in my line. And so I'm like, alright, let's do this. They signal for us all to go. And I'm just like pressing the brakes instead of the go pedal. So I was like there for a good old 3 minutes while everyone's like going. So I was like, oh shoot, there we go. I finally pressed the gas. Now, time skip to when it's almost over. I was doing good. We were all doing great. Nothing had happened. We didn't have to use the help button at all. But I get ready to make a turn for it, and I'm like easily turning. I'm easily pushing the wheel over to the right so that I can turn right to get over this corner. Next thing I knew, I heard a loud bang, and my entire go-kart started wobbling the entire way over to like around the corner. And I kid you not, that go-kart was about to go off the edge of a really high track up in the sky. Not really in the sky, but up in the air. And I was afraid it was gonna fly off because that seatbelt was securely tight around my chest. I stopped breathing for that entire time. And so I pressed the help button like continuously as my dad and sister and every other person riding the go-kart was about to pass me. So they're all just like behind me, looking at me sitting there. My dad looks over at me and says, hey, what the hell did you do? I'm like, I didn't do anything. I was gonna go across the corner. He's like, I think you're missing a tire there too. I looked over. There was a fucking tire right next to my go-kart. So my dad said, I think you broke the axle, which broke off the wheel. Really? How did you manage to do that? I'm like, I honestly have no idea. And he posted the picture on his Instagram story. It was so stupid. And so the guys finally came running down the track, and they literally dragged me to the beginning. It made me go into another go-kart. Yeah. Okay, so there's nothing really to talk about this one except for that I actually drove really well. Now this was before, after I posted that community post saying that, hey, I'm gonna drive and don't drive like me and whatnot, blah 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 blah. Don't drive like past me. Present me drives decently well since I already know how to drive in a way. Yes and no. I just still need to get the basics down, like the windshield wipers. Okay. So when I was driving with my dad, we were doing very well. I had asked him about the turn signal thing. He's like, alright, yeah, lift the thing up to go right and lift it down to go left. I'm like, alright.
So I'm doing random things because I didn't understand what up and down was for that thing. Thought I had to like turn another thing. And so I turned on the windshield wiper. I was like, what the fuck? Dad, what? Huh? You lied to me. He was like, no, lift the thing up. Lift what thing is so up? And so he reached over and lifted and he pulled up the stick and I was like, oh, that's what you meant by pull it up and down. Okay. And so, yeah, that was that. And then I had to drive past this one giant truck, which scared the living hell out of me. Even though we made it past. So I was like, don't come near me. No, don't worry, I'm fine. It was easy. Yeah. We also saw like, I think it was Amazon. We also saw an Amazon vehicle out there. If not, it was like one of those moving truck thingies, those small ones. I don't know. But yeah, I drove really well. Me and my dad thought that we were gonna find a homeless person out there, and he thought that he was gonna have to use his gun. That is extremely loud, so both of our ears would have died. But yeah, driving experiences. All I have to say about this is don't drive like past me. Drive like present me. I probably shouldn't even say that, but yeah. Just get good at driving and get better at it so then you know what to do and shit. But yeah. Yeah. Bye.